Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nekuzuki Knits podcast. This is episode 33, and today is Tuesday, July 5th, 2016. I am coming to you as promised on Tuesday. Promised last week, so we'll see if this actually keeps up or not. I'm Katie, also known as Nekuzuki Knits, and I'd like to say hello to any new and returning viewers. Earlier today, about 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago almost, it just absolutely poured here, like ridiculous amounts. Then big thunderstorm rolled overhead and everything like that, and actually made the power blip out. And that's how I know it was about 3 hours ago, is because I haven't reset my clocks yet. But that's been the most exciting thing today. I had to drop Dallas off at the airport this morning, and so he's back up north, and I'm just starting another week of sewing. Well, not just sewing, but that's what this week is going to consist of, because I am now in planning and plotting mode for Knit City in Vancouver the first weekend of October. So, on that note, let's actually get into what I've been working on, because I have been knitting a little bit this week. Not as much as I anticipated. I got really bored with everything I had on the needles, but at the same time I was like, but I don't want to cast anything else on because I've got so many things on the needles, but I'm bored with everything I have on the needles, so what do? I did get through the first part of my design that I was talking about last week. I did cast on another design that's going to be going into the Ridged for Your Pleasure collection, so I'm not going to show you either of those until they're finished, and I'm kind of all ready. But what I can show you is I did actually pick up the stitches for Dallas's Afterthought heel, and I actually clipped the yarn, and I'm like first row into many for the heel. That's really all I can say. The yarn is Regia Arn and Carlos design line or something like that. Really enjoying the socks, but kind of bored with them. But the other thing that I picked up and actually got quite a bit of work done on, and I'm quite happy with that, and I just realized I'm in the middle of the row, so it's inside out. But I am working again on my little wave cardigan, which is by Gudrun Johnston, out of Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in their Almanac colorway. And there you can actually see the pattern. And so where that spinning wheel progress keeper up is about what I got done this week. So yeah, good couple of inches. That is a guesstimate. I didn't actually put that in until the other day, but I know I did work from just above, or just past the last increase row. So I did actually get quite a bit done, because I got past the other increase and I'm 4 rows from the next one or something like that. So that's I probably did about 24 rows. Anyway, so now I've moved it, so yeah. I want to have this done for Knit City. So I've already got the sleeves knit. I basically just have to do the body and then join for the yoke, and then pick up for the collar and button band. So I should have it done for Knit City. At least, yeah, I would hope so. Finally, I cast on for my Canada Cal, because that was the other thing, is I will be running the Ridge for Your Pleasure collection Cal. Once I get the collection published, which I'll discuss later. But so I didn't want to cast on a bunch of things, even though that's what I felt like doing, because I want to be able to participate with you guys, because I want a pair of the socks. But I also want to participate in the Canada Cal 2016, which is spearheaded by Two Tangled Skeins, but a bunch of us podcasters are taking part. So what I did is I cast on for Caterpillar Green socks, which works into my whole thing of stashing down. I purchased this at Knit City last year, so I'm counting it as deep stash. Anything from basically Rhinebeck back is deep stash. So also, I just have to say, I love how this caked up. It's a little bit loose now, but yeah, it was there. You can see that. It's absolutely gorgeous colorway. This is Caterpillar Green yarn, her classic stripes merino twist, and she's a Canadian dyer out of well, she's on Vancouver Island. I picked this up at Knit City last year. Love how it arrowed in here. Love those colors. Yeah, and the colorway is Concrete and Tulips. I really hope you have heard about her yarn before. It's fantastic. Amazing colorways. And I didn't really realize this, but this is actually fairly heavy fingering. I think it's just over 400 yards for 115 grams. So I wouldn't qualify it as sport, but it's not light fingering, that's for sure. So yeah, that's all I've been working on. Oh, and so the Little Wave cardigan is on US 8 5.0 millimeter needles, and my socks are on US 1 2.25 millimeter needles. Same as Dallas's are US 1 2.25 millimeter needles as well. As for reading, I don't think I touched the book this whole week. Honestly, I don't know what was wrong. I just wasn't in it. We were both, like, Dallas was home this week and we're both super tired, so who knows. So I have a couple of knit-alongs to talk about, but I'll do chatter first, since if you're here for that and not the knit-along news or shop news or anything like that, then this will be a super short podcast for you. But yeah, what we did do this week was, it was Canada Day on Friday. So we went down to see kind of what was happening in Cochrane. This year they did a big food trucks, and they actually did a citizenship ceremony. So 50 people got sworn in as new Canadian citizens. And I think it was Thursday or Saturday. Had to have been Thursday. We went out and went to the mall, and I needed new jeans. And then we went and got some peonies. So we started the backyard gardening, which is nice. Got some peonies and some cedar mulch and dirt and all of that. So I've got 3 peonies over on this side, right hand side if you were sitting the same direction as me. And I'm going to mirror that garden on the other side, but I'm going to do a shade garden there because the fence on that side shades that part of the yard like nearly all day, if not all day. We have a west facing backyard, so the sun coming around makes it shady down here and nice and bright over here where the peonies are. Super excited for those. Generally I've followed the rule that peonies don't bloom for the first 2 years, so it's definitely a waiting game. What else did we do this week? Not much, honestly. I knitted quite a bit on the sweater only in the past few days. For that, yeah, didn't do much. So let's go into chatter. There is big news for November, but I'm just firming up information for it, and I'll wait until that's actually done before I spill the beans. But it's super exciting. So, the CALs, the knit-alongs, crochet-along, however you'd like to do this. First one is Canada Cal 2016, spearheaded by Two Tangled Skeins. Both the chatter and the FO threads are up in the Nekozuki Knits group. All the rules and everything are there. I'm not going to repeat them just so I save my voice. But they are all posted there, and there will be prizes. There's yarn prizes on their way to me. Hopefully the strike holds off so that I receive them. And there'll be a couple bag prizes for me that I haven't been able to post yet. But there will be prizes. And then, of course, you can double dip in all the other podcasters that you watch, their Canada Cal threads, and definitely make sure that you enter it into the Two Tangled Skeins thread as well. Make sure that you do follow, make sure you do follow all the rules and regulations for those double dipping threads, though, just to make sure that everything's good, because there is a different rule for mine that it's explained in the group thread that if you use an Ikuzuki knits bag and you can show photographic proof of it, then that gets you 2 entries instead of 1. Your project that you're making has to already fit into all the other guidelines, however. And you can enter as many times as you want. No mini projects, though. You have to use quite a bit of a skein. If you're wondering about that, then message me and I can confirm for you, or ask in the chatter thread so everyone can see the answer. The other Cal is actually not being hosted directly in my group, but it's being hosted through the Knit City Ravelry group. It's a Cal to support the yarn, the hand dyers and pattern makers of that are vending at Knit City. So what that means is all the rules are in their group, in the Knit City group, and you can go along and follow. That is open from July 15th to September 15th, just so there's time to get prizes out, or at least some of them, because they are offering a set of weekend passes as well as Knit City swag. So definitely take a look at that one. I'm super excited to be working with Fiona and Amanda on that project. They're both lovely ladies, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to helping support Knit City this way as well. Speaking of which, it's under 3 months. Super exciting and terrifying all at the same time. So those are the 2 Cals. The hashtag for Canada Cal is Canada Cal 2016. And the hashtag for Knit City is Knit City 2016 Cal. So please tag any of your projects or social media posts with either of those, depending on which you're entering. Obviously, a lot of the vendors at Knit City would very well fit in with the Canada theme of the Canada Cal for 2 Tangled Skeins too. So definitely take a look. You can double dip between the Knit City 2016 Cal and all the other ones that I've talked about already. Alright, so I said that I was working on Ridged for Your Pleasure. I did go get photos, but I have to retake some of them, so that's why the delay in the release of the pattern, unfortunately, and the collection as well. I will be getting those together, however, and be releasing the collection and the patterns by July 8th, so this coming Friday, which also happens to be the first day of the Calgary Stampede, so yay! Get to celebrate with some patterns. And then the Cal for those will be beginning July 15th as well, and obviously that would very well fit in with the Canada Cal or the Knit City Cal, since I'll be there as a vendor as well. Okay, and now just an update on shipping with what's happening. Currently, Canada Post has not gone on strike yet. So what I am currently going to do, I'm going to take away the hold my order option until, if it ends up happening, Canada Post strikes. Until that point, I will be shipping parcels normally. Obviously, I will contact you. Sorry, the stove is flashing. It got distracting for a second. I'll contact all purchasers and just inform them what's exactly happening. You can still always select the FedEx option, which is valid for Canada and the US. Otherwise, it will be shipped via airmail with Canada Post. So yeah, hopefully nothing actually comes of the strike action. Hopefully they get an agreement before that comes to pass, because that would make everybody's life a little bit easier, especially small business owners. I know a lot of Etsy sellers do actually have their shop in vacation mode right now, which really sucks. Well, there's major drawbacks and some benefits to it. Obviously, being able to add to your stock is a really good thing, but the lack of sales because you're in vacation mode can really hurt too. So I'm trying to tread the fine line between being able to provide you guys with the best service, as well as still being able to get your orders out as quickly as possible. So I really hope that just shipping them out is a reasonable option for you all. Like I said though, if you want a guaranteed shipment method within Canada and the US, the FedEx option is the best, and that provides a tracking number as well. I just shipped some stuff down to New Jersey actually through FedEx, and it was going to take 6 business days, so not bad at all. And that's really it. I don't have any scheduled shop updates right now. I am, like I said, plotting and planning for Knit City, which means that this week I will be sewing. I did just update the shop with the remainder of stock from Olds, so that includes the big bags, lots and lots and lots of needle stashers, and I think a couple other little bags. So those are all in the shop, brand new, and obviously I will do my best to get them to you as quickly as possible, barring any delays with Canada Post themselves. And finally, I would like to say thank you very much to everyone who supported me during my birthday sale. It means a lot to me, and thank you for everyone's continued support of my clearance section as well. I am working on still updating as I go through my stock after shows, just checking to make sure that everything is good to go. There's definitely some classic bags in the clearance section right now that are pre-Nekozuki knits, so from when I first started sewing. Still just as good of construction, maybe a little bit different sizing, just because it's only within the last year that I've really strictly gotten my sizing in line. But at least it is done. Yeah, so I'm updating the clearance section with a few, or I have updated it with a few things. There has been a shop update with the remainder of stock from Olds. And thanks so much for your support during the birthday sale. Hopefully I'll be able to do it again soon for y'all too, because I know there's a few new viewers and favorites in the Etsy shop too. So yeah, thanks so much everyone, and I will chat with you hopefully a little bit longer next week. Alright, thanks so much. Bye.